Where is this place? Oh, this is where Dimensional Guardians were made! Hey guys, it's Tombox here, and I'm actually coming at you with a rant video. I guess one of my very first rant video, because this set, Dimensional Guardians, this Duelist pack, is the absolute worst pack they have ever released. That, just blows my mind of how stupid this set actually is. Now, first of all, how much money do you lose when you buy this set? You're actually losing money. There is no way of actually making your money back from this set. If you want to check out like the money breakdown, check out Simo's video of why not to buy this, because he's done the full price comparison and it's just the worst in terms of value. Now, this set has united the Yu-Gi-Oh community, the casuals, the competitives, and the collectors all together to bash the Big K for releasing a set that fails to cater to anyone. In this set, you will fail to find the following: highly demanded reprints. Of course, it's not fair to put like a really high demand reprint in here, but at least give us something that we want. Maybe throw in another Twin Twister. I know it just came out in the Dinosaur Structure deck as a common, but hey, at least it's a staple that I would actually care about. Maybe if I want to stick with the theme, maybe rarity bump up Skullcrobat Joker. Make him an Ultra rather than that Neo Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon. Like, seriously, if you compare the price of those cards, Neo Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon, the original print is like, what, 39 cents, and this one is like 50 cents. Like, who cares? If I want to stick with the theme as well, maybe give us Odd Eyes Fusion if I want to stick with the theme of this set. These would be at least better reprints, and not everyone actually has access to those. Next up, what you won't find would be powerful chase cards. Yeah, there's none of that. Next one. The other thing you won't have are OCG imports that we actually care about. This set lacks all of these, and what sells the set would be those 3 points. As long as you can meet at least one of these, someone will buy into this set. Now, nobody is actually going to buy into this set, and sadly, a lot of us are even boycotting the set. And see how this set missed the mark on all fronts? Even Team Samurai X1 couldn't have the best opening, because this is literally the worst set. Combined with him putting the best in the front, it kind of cancels out. Yes, even Sam couldn't have the best opening ever, because this set is turds. Let's talk value, and the value that you are not getting back. Let's face it, you're losing money when you go into this set, but how much money are you actually losing? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you actually make money back. Ooh, what a surprise. But let's be real here, it's not likely that's gonna happen, but if you do manage to get 50 bucks back, you can break even, so maybe it's still worth buying. You have a bunch of bulk at the end anyway. So let's calculate this. So face value is $50, so we need to make $50 back based on singles. So on the singles, based off of Team Samurai X1's box opening, well, you get about 5 ultra rares and about 8 super rares, so you get 13 foils. The 13 foils, let's take the best 13 foils since they are the exclusives and the money reprints. And there is also one turd reprint in there, which is an ultra rare Neo Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon. No one asked for you. Your original print was like, what, 30 cents? You're just 20 cents more. I think you are the turd ultra and you're eating up an ultra slot. You could have been Patchwork. Anyways, let's go into value counting. So I need to beat 50 bucks, so let's look at TCG Player's price guide. TCG Player's price guide states that Pendulum Fusion is the most expensive card in the set at about $10. That is ridiculously cheap. So Pendulum Fusion at $10, Spiral Flame Strike being at, well, that's $8, and then you add Frightful Reborn $6, add another $6 with the Speedroid Domino Butterfly. I'm actually rounding these to higher values if it beats the 50-cent mark. And Raid War Replica, that is $4. You have Fright for Daredevil, the Double Baby, and that is $4. Ritual Sanctuary, that is $3. Performable Ballad, $2. I guess Barracuda, $2. Red Tyrant Red Dragon Archfiend, $1. Cyber Angel Ben 10, $1. And the 13th card here would be Machine Angel Absolute Ritual at $1. Adding it all together, that's about $53 approximately, you know, give or take a couple of pennies. And $53. Oh, that's more than the $50. Well, I did not include $50 with the tax. I did not include shipping. If you are buying online, if you bought this online, oh my god, I feel so sorry for you. And so, yeah, you lose out on those. But wait, there's more on how much you lose. These are hype prices. We know that for a fact that these cards are definitely going to tank. And you're like, oh, but what about the rest of the bulk? The rest of it, as you said, it is bulk. You give it away, you throw it away. These rares are not worth anything. It's hard to trade them away. Maybe give them to kids. At least they'll be happy about it. Unless you bought them a box, then I don't know what kind of person you're. You're a sick person, man. Okay, so you get about $53 worth right now, but it's going to drop. And based off of what we know of how cards drop, if it's a really good card, it will maintain value. And it will maintain about 80% or more, perhaps even rise, especially if it goes into the meta. But if it does not go into the meta, you're losing about 75% value to about maybe 50% value. You're losing that much value on your card. So let's give it the best case, 50% value maintained. This box is worth about, what, $27 at most off of singles. So you're losing at least half the value you already paid. The moment you bought this, you're losing... well, you're only getting about $27 back. So you could be losing upwards of 27 or more. That sucks a lot. But, you know, fair warning, there is a chance that maybe one of these exclusives gets really played, gets into the meta. And due to the lack of supply versus demand, what's going to happen is cards will spike up really crazily because none of us bought into this set. Therefore, there's not enough supply to meet the demand. Therefore, you can potentially get spikes on certain card. My eyes are on you, Pendulum Fusion. You're the only card I actually care about in this set. But aside from that, everything can just, whatever. I didn't even need to know about these cards. And parents, if you're going to be rewarding your kids for, you know, doing really well in school, and you're like, and your kid asks you, oh mom, can you buy me a box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards? And you're like, okay son, we'll get you a Yu-Gi-Oh box. And then you go to the store and you're like, oh, okay, I see on the shelf, oh, a box of Maximum Crisis, that's about $100. And then you also see this box here at $50. You're like, you know, I want to save money, so, and that one has 36 packs. Must be better, and so there must be a sale going on. Let's buy that one. Your kids will definitely not forgive you. You are not forgiven. You have been warned, because this is literally like the kid back in, okay, I'm from like the 1980s. Like, you get a Nintendo game, and then all of a sudden someone bought you Bible games. Like, these are like third-party Bible games that aren't even licensed by Nintendo. And you get that, and like, oh, I just wanted Super Mario Brothers 3. This is not Super Mario Brothers 3, dude. So parents, do the right thing. Get the right box. Just because a box is cheaper does not mean that it has more value. It's not true. Your kids will like you more if you got them that Maximum Crisis box that could potentially get them more trades, more stuff. I don't know. Maybe look into your kids' hobbies. Are they gambling in their hobby? Maybe you should find out. Maybe pay more attention to your kids' hobbies and actually interact with and bond with it. Maybe you have a better relationship with your kids. Little Jimmy worked so hard to get those straight A's, to get a box. Not to get a box of turds, but to get a box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Come on, parents. And okay, I got one more thing to talk about before I deviate any further, which is, what about compared to past, like, Duelist packs? And I'm going to include Millennium Pack just because Millennium Pack was sold in a very similar format. Okay, Duelist Pack, Battle City. You know what, let's go one step further back. Duelist Pack Crow. One of the best cards in there, Zephyros. Zephyros is still played today, and even though it does have a reprint on the money card, the money card is sought after still because, well, it's a high rarity card. Moving on, next one, Battle City. Battle City, we had Winged Dragon of Ra Sphere Mode. That's a really good pack, I would say. And if you got that card, well, right now it's still actually a pretty high card because it is one of those niche board removals that can clear the entire board. And it's a very fun way to, well, break the unbreakable board. And having that attached to your name, well, and your god card, you know, it works out very well. And there's also Jurigato. Jurigato was another sought after card. Was there anti-magic arrows? I can't remember if that was part of the same set, but these are all cards that were heavily sought after, and, well, they had decent effects. They were playable. Next set, we had the Rivals of the Pharaoh. Rivals of the Pharaoh, I believe we got Lullaby of Obedience. The side deck card that a lot of people played, and even to this day, it still maintained its value. It's still more expensive than your most expensive hype card right now, at its high price. So that goes to show how unique this effect is and how useful it can be, where it has potentially has a lot of future applications too. And going to the Millennium Pack, I don't even need to talk about this one too much. Card of Demise is in here. What else is in here? We have Left Arm Offering. And even some of the supers, like Holding Legs. These are amazing cards. Very useful. Played. I'd rather, if you were to get him like a 36-pack box, get him a Millennium Pack for all I care. At least he'll get something out of it. If he pulls a card of Demise, you get your money back anyway. Alright, so I'm going to end this video off right here. Let me know what you guys think about this set. I know it's absolute turds. You're never going to buy into it. In fact, most people are boycotting this set altogether. I feel sorry for the stores that bought this set. Of course, everybody support your local stores. They're like getting product in for you guys and letting you play on their property. It's like a very nice thing. And of course, they are a business too, so remember that they need you guys to stay alive. You know, now that the local support hashtag support your local store is done, the other thing I kind of want you guys to talk about is what were potential cards that you wish were in this set anyway. There was like the Lunalight stuff, Crimson Fox. There was one more Lunalight card that could have been in here. There could have been other cards like, well, Patchwork. Why isn't Patchwork in here? Patchwork would have been the best chase card. We want this card, we need this card, and we want it before the link format because, well, frankly, Fluffles are going to suffer, and Frightfurs are going to suffer when link format comes in, when we need those zones. And it's very hard to establish like your board full of fusions when you need an open link to summon them out of the extra deck. So what other thoughts do you have? Let me know down in the comments section below. Maybe you actually bought a box of this. Tell me what your feelings are right now. And until then, I guess we can proceed to the end phase. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please drop us a like so we know we are doing a good job, and you can also subscribe to MST.TV for more fantastic videos by clicking on the button on the left. Don't forget to check out our partners at Imperium Duelist. They make really high quality mats, including some of my own limited edition release stuff. And if you want to check out one of our past videos, click here on the right. As always, don't forget to hold on to your MST.TV, and I'll see you next time.